Hello, this is Michaela or Studious Octopus, and I'm here today doing my long overdue Glossybox year in review, year 3. This is covering the months of June 2016 to May 2017. It just works out that way because that is the sort of the 12-month period from when I started. The first time I ever got Glossybox in year 1 was in June. The video is a little overdue just because it's not as much of a time-critical priority and the life things happen, but I'm here now just a couple of months overdue. The information I still think is relevant and I still do want to do the video, so here we are. I'm going to cover how much I paid for the service, how much value I got back from it, item breakdown, box breakdown, how it compares to sort of other years, and see how it goes. So, some basics first. Glossybox is a monthly subscription box for beauty and skincare items. You pay at the most £10 per box plus shipping, which is £3.25 standard in the UK. There are other costs that you can get for the box based on getting a 3-month, 6-month or 12 months subscription specifically. With those you are locked into a contract, so while you get the saving per month on the box, you don't get to just quit really. So over the course of the 12-month period, I actually paid for 11 of the boxes. I got 1 month free using Glossy Dots, and the total cost of this year of the subscription for me was £145.75. For the 3 years so far, my 3-year review boxes, in total I have paid £424 for the 36 boxes that would cover. So of those 12 boxes, I had 6 regular pink boxes and 6 limited edition designs, and that's been pretty much consistent with the other 2 years of the service. We'll get Christmas limited edition boxes, Valentine's Day limited edition boxes, and a couple sort of in the summer in between, and it usually works out to the same amount each year. So over the course of the 12 months, I got 63 items, which is an average of 5.25 items per box. But what this means in sort of practical terms is for 9 months I got 5 items, and for 3 months I got 6 items. And this usually coincides with the special boxes as well. So to look at the sort of item breakdown within the boxes, of the 63 items I got over this 12-month period, only 3 of the 63 items were sachets, sort of single-use individual sachets. And to be fair to that as well, one of the individual use sachets is at least something that, while it's in a single-use sachet, you would buy it like that off the shelf anyway. That was the Aussie conditioner sample we had in June 2016. But it's good to see that there's proportionately such a low amount of sample sachets specifically, because they get a lot of negative feedback when you get a single-use item. And the other thing to note, of these 3 sample sachets, 2 of them were in boxes where those boxes actually had 6 items anyway. So they have usually done their best to make sure you get that extra value, even on months where we get sachets, which is very, very rare. So 63 items in total. How did that break down for me? My biggest item was makeup. Primarily Glossybox focuses on makeup rather than skincare and other items. So out of the 63, I got 30 makeup items, and this has a relatively even breakdown across categories. We've had lip items, mascara items, brushes, eye stuff, primers, nails, brows, etc, etc. So quite a lot of stuff there. Then the next biggest category is admittedly skincare. We had 12 skincare items of also quite a large variety. Next couple of categories down that are less common, we had 6 hair care items over the course of the year. We had 6 face masks over the course of the year. And then a lot of the smaller items from that point on are sort of the lots of miscellaneous items, you know, a bag, a razor, a perfume, a skincare tool, things like that. So there's a fair selection of items, but primarily you are getting makeup, and then secondary to that you are getting skincare, which is pretty straightforward. Alongside the 3 actual sachets we've had, out of the remaining 60 items, only 14 of those items over that 12-month period actually were travel size, sample size, sort of deluxe sample size items. So out of the 63, 46 items were actually full-sized items, which I think again is still a really, really good sort of track record. That's more than half of the items you're getting are full-sized items. Per box breakdown, generally speaking, there is never a box that does not have a full-size item. Over the 12 months, I have had 3 boxes where every single item has been a full-sized item, which is pretty nice. That's a 1/4 of the service, as you know, the boxes are always full size. And then after that point, the more average breakdown is sort of about 3 items are full, 2 items are sort of more travel and sample sizey ones. I think I've only ever had the 1 box out of the whole 12 months where that box has been made up of 3 samples and 2 full-size items, so a larger proportion of samples to full size. So again, I actually do think that's genuinely a pretty good track record, that usually you're getting full-sized items. At least half of every box is full-sized items, so that's pretty good. And getting down to the total box values, which are it's the statistic I always like to make a point of coming back to, because I personally think the service is great value for money. So as I said, the total cost that I paid for this 12 months was £145.74. And the total value I got over those 12 months was £595.89. So that is just over 4 times the amount that I actually paid in. You're getting 4 times the value, which I think is really, really good. And the average box value over these 12 months, the June 2016 to May 2017, was £49.65. So an average box value of about £50, I think, is pretty good. Comparing it year on year, this year total value is pretty much the same as my year 2 of the service, which is also £595. So I do think they've been trying their best sort of month on month and year on year to get the value pretty much the same, because my very first year of the service was actually quite a bit lower value. That was only £495, so it was a whole £100 less value that I got in the first year. So it has gotten better from year 1 to year 2, and then as I've had year 3 of the service, it's stayed at about the same level. So box highs and box lows. The highest box value I had over the 12 months was in March of 2017. There was a total box value of £70.38, which is absolutely not the typical box value, but in my experience there is usually one box every year, which will be a significantly high value. In my second year of the service, I had a box that was worth £81, which was pretty good. But with the highs come the lows. My lowest box value over this 12-month period was actually £35.67, which is still more than twice the value that you're paying for your monthly subscription, and actually is still much better than previous years. The year previous to this, the lowest box value was actually £26, so it's a whole £10 improvement on that. And then over the whole 3 years, to cover the whole 3-year period, the service has cost me £424. Nearly £500, which when you think about it, over 3 years, that sounds like a lot of money, but if you think about how much, you're budgeting for your cosmetics every month, that might not seem like that much. In terms of sheer value over those 3 years, I have received £1,686.75 over that 3-year period in value back. So over the 3 years, that's very nearly 4 times back on the investment in. So you're always getting at least double the value, at least 3 times the value. It's a really, really good value service. I personally have really liked it over these 3 years up until this point. My favourite boxes were the December box of 2016 and the January box of 2017 over this period. I would say that is pretty typical. Christmas can be a very good time to sign up to the service. They have lovely limited edition boxes around this time, and they get quite a high number of new subscribers, I think, just for the Christmas period, especially as sort of the 3-month, 1-month gift tier, I think, happens quite a lot. And then my least favourite box over this whole year was the one in August. So that was the year 3 Glossybox review. As I said, the value you get from the box subscription is 3-4 times on top of the cost that you're initially paying. I think the service is fantastic value for money, obviously even just on the numbers, which I have been keeping track of, hence the box average being about £49 to £50 over that 12-month period gone. Obviously, the actual how much that value will be worth it to you will be dependent on how much you enjoy the box, enjoy the items in the box, what sort of breakdown you're looking for in terms of items that you're getting, the brands that you're getting. But there is always that element, I think, with any subscription service, unless it is one that you can pick the items of, is that there is that element of you don't know what you're getting. You're getting that extra value because of that uncertainty. Obviously, if you know you want a specific item from a specific brand, you'd have to spend your own money to be assured to get it by just buying it from a shop. And I think even with the services, when you can pick the items you're getting in the boxes. They are obviously subject to everyone wanting that one popular item and then it sort of running out. So that was this third year. I think I'm already halfway into year 4. Will I do a year 4? I think that will depend on if I continue the service, and I am starting to feel a little unsure about whether I will continue the service. I will probably talk more about this in my November catch-up, but I have been a little unhappy with the last few months, which is a shame, because this last big sort of 12-month period, as I'm tracking them in sort of 12-month chunks, and you can see the information that I've kept from it. It is a really good value service, so it's a shame to see it go a little bit downhill, but we will have to see how it goes. And I will see you again next time, which will probably be for my catch-up video. Hello, this is Michaela of Studios Octopus, and I'm here today doing the November 2017 UK Glossybox unboxing. Hello, this is Michaela.
This is Peter.
And we're playing Life is Strange.